Unscripted.
Well, clearly, if you were a betting person, maybe you would bet that the PlayStation 5 would become the best-selling product of this entire year, and probably next year would be a good bet as well, and clearly everybody wants a piece of PlayStation, and I mean that in the most sincerest, flattering type of way. Obviously, Sony knows a fair bit about console gaming and their place in this whole thing, and, you know, they're doing a fantastic job sort of keeping everybody up to speed and up to date, and again, they've created such a fantastic piece of machinery that, you know, everybody is just super stoked and really wants one. It's like the must-have thing. It's like I can remember growing up and when, you know, a Furby was a thing, or, you know, Tickle Me Elmo was a thing, and it was like it was among those type of things. Now, see, being born in the 80s, you know, I know that like Cabbage Patch dolls were super hard to come by and stuff like that. Like, I've literally, you know, to camp out to get a PlayStation 5 is just insane. And again, as I get older, man, it just gets tougher and tougher to do this kind of stuff, because I can remember interesting little side note to this video, but I actually camped out for a Nintendo Wii, and the funny part about that was it wasn't even for me, right? Like, you guys know Hellhammer. Well, he is, you know, 10 years younger than me, so, you know, that was like the big thing that he wanted for Christmas that year, and, you know, the folks needed help getting one, and they weren't sure they were going to be able to get one, so I camped out at a Circuit City and made sure that I got one, and, you know, and made sure that I got him Zelda and I think something else on it at launch. So yeah, you know, like, I definitely am well aware of how these hot items type and things work. You know, I'm not looking to ever like resell or any of that kind of stuff. It's just, you know, always fun as a gamer to kind of be involved with this stuff, and to think all these years later, you know, this is still going on where it's like the most popular thing or whatever. For me personally, I think this is just an incredible thing that they've been able to do, and what they've been able to accomplish. And we do have some good news for you guys. If you're looking for a PlayStation 5 still, I'm going to get into that in just a second, but I just wanted to kind of just get this out there and start this video up, because, man, what a great time to be a gamer, right? Hopefully you guys are all having a good time with that and stuff. So what's up, everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I really do appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate that as well. It helps out the channel, and it means a lot to me personally. If you're looking for a way to help out my little crummy channel, that's the best way to do it, to be quite honest with you. A simple like goes a long way. Maybe take a minute to consider subscribing. I do stuff every single day, so you know, keep that in mind as we go along as well. And, you know, again, shout out to all the old subscribers, new subscribers, and everybody in between. No, regardless of the support and stuff, as we kind of dial down what's going on with this year. You know, I'm kind of taking it a little bit easier, and then I'll pick up again at the start of the new year with some stuff like M&C and stuff like that. I'll be doing that again next year. Just, you know, it's just with family and all this kind of stuff, it makes it a little bit difficult to sort of be able to go out there and you know, just kind of do these things time and time again. You know, I love gaming, but I do love gaming, so it means that I'm going to have to do that. I would rather do that than like do a podcast or something like that, and that's not a knock on the fans or stuff, because I'll still continue to do some content, especially if there's some big stuff coming up. But at the end of the day, for me personally, it's just one of those things where I really just kind of want to game a little bit and spend time with my family, so hopefully you guys understand that. So we already know that the PlayStation 5 launch sales were the highest in US history. Even though the Nintendo Switch happened to win the NPD in terms of unit sales, the PlayStation 5 actually won in terms of monetary sales. There was a statement made from the NPD group that was actually said that, and I also actually kind of covered that as well. The sales include both the units moved and the amount of dollars spent on a system. Amazingly, the previous holder was in fact the PlayStation 4, which was released in 2013, and roughly again the same time as last generation's Xbox console. Now, even though the PlayStation 5 has been suffering with a great deal of supply and availability issues, an account obviously of the pandemic which is going on, which is why the Switch is still selling more. Let's be honest here, if PlayStation had unlimited stock, PlayStation 5 would have won the NPD hands down. I'm not saying the Switch is bad or anything. I have one, I like one, I think it's great. I just think that you know, the PlayStation 5 is obviously the thing to have right now. The Switch is obviously still selling more just because of the the availability that they have. People are still, braving these crowds to go out and try and find one. Obviously, everybody wants one, even though it's just only been released. The PlayStation 5 sales were very much the biggest of all time, and of course, Demon Souls, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, these games are really doing well, and PlayStation 5 sales are going to likely to continue to grow, considering that there's been games like Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, Horizon Forbidden West, Final Fantasy 16, God of War Ragnarok, and many more scheduled to come out next year on the platform as well. So the other thing that was very interesting is we're getting information on other territories, right? So a lot of people were like, oh, well, Microsoft is going to launch worldwide, and they're really going to take a piece of Sony's pie in these other territories now. They're taking it seriously. Well, now we know, like in France, PlayStation 5 tripled the Xbox Series X sales, so that's very interesting as well. Even though both consoles are having issues again with supply, tripling the demand is a huge margin to be existing right out of the gate for the PlayStation 5. There's probably several reasons why the PlayStation 5 is so far ahead, and I've mentioned this time and time again leading up until the launch of these new consoles, right? I think that the Xbox Series X is a fine console. I think that a lot of the things that Microsoft do are fine. I just think that they lack the games, right? And you can love Game Pass all you want, but at the end of the day, them putting something like Skyrim, an old game into Game Pass isn't exactly winning me over, isn't exactly winning anybody over, right? Like even the remaster or whatever, that's a last gen game, and if it's not that, it's a 2-gen ago game. Like I first played it and beat it on the Xbox 360. I really have no desire to go back and play it again, and I'm really into like the more newer games and stuff like that. Unfortunately, because there's such a lull in some of the games coming out, and that kind of happens time and time again every generation. Yes, I might have to go back and there's some games like Mafia Remake that just came out that I haven't finished, so that's about the extent of going back and playing old games that I'll do. Like I have Star Wars Squadrons, which I haven't even got a chance to really play yet. So yeah, will I play old games? Yeah, but it's more of a situation they came out pretty much at the same time or right before the new console. So again, for me personally, like playing a game from 2013 in 2021 isn't as interesting. Like I'm more into the new games, and that's what I'm hoping to see sooner rather than later. I really do hope that we continue to see this type of growth and type of stuff from these consoles in the future. Now, the super interesting thing for me personally is that the PlayStation 5 has been such a hot commodity that everybody has been kind of talking about it, and everybody wants one, but it's hard to find. But I do have some good news in that area. New PlayStation 5 stock is coming to Best Buy online on December 15th, so I will link this and you guys can check it out. I wanted to give you a heads up as soon as possible. They announced that they're going to be getting a fresh stock of PlayStation 5 and actually Xbox Series X for online customers on December 15th. Both consoles will go live for order sometime after 8 a.m. Central Time, so that's 9 a.m. Eastern Time, so you'll have time to quick and grab one. After all, the previous retailers have restocked both consoles and sold out in seconds or even minutes, so you will have to keep that in mind as well. When it comes to getting these consoles and stuff like that, I do actually think that obviously PlayStation is going to be a super hard thing to find this year, but I did promise you guys that that they're going to be able to get these things as well. There's also PlayStation 5 obviously has been sporadically in stock according to this site, and now there's just 11 days till Christmas, and there's still time to buy one. I know a lot of people are still out there looking to buy one. Walmart PS5 restock apparently is happening as well. There's reports and signs being displayed at Walmart stores claiming that the PlayStation 5 console digital edition as well as the Xbox Series X and S will not be sold in stores. They're directed to check the Walmart website, but it looks like probably the same time. It's rumored that Walmart will receive stock on December 21st and the 28th, but those dates are not official. So the 21st from Walmart, the 15th from Best Buy. Those are the days that you're going to be able to kind of keep an eye out. Keep an eye out on the Walmart website as well. Just might want to check. I always tell you guys this too. If you guys are on Twitter, follow like Wario or Cheap Ass Gamer on there. They always have the stock alerts and stuff like that. Those are the best places to get alerts from. Also, PlayStation Direct has been regularly restocking the PlayStation 5 on its website, though buying one is still kind of a chance thing because you have to line up in a queue. The PlayStation Direct website opens its queues on weekdays, usually between 3 p.m. and 7 p.m., but no warning, so it's basically impossible to plan ahead. Additionally, once a gamer joins the PlayStation Direct queue, the order seems to be random, with some shoppers waiting a few minutes and others waiting around an hour. Joining the PlayStation Direct queue does not guarantee that a shopper will be able to buy one, though. There's also Amazon. They're currently out of stock, and it doesn't look like they're going to have any. Target, they look like they're out of stock, and it doesn't look like they're rumored to get any more anytime soon. So realistically, your best chances are going to be Walmart and Best Buy right now, and possibly PlayStation Direct. Sometimes GameStop will do a bundle, but then they end up charging you like $700-800 for maybe stuff you didn't even want. So, but I will link all the stuff in the description below. What do you guys think about the phenomena that is PlayStation 5? Are you loving it? If you have one, are you still looking for one? Let me know. Please stay safe, happy, and healthy. Take care of each other. Rack 'em up. Game on, my friends. Game on. Crapgamer out.
Unscripted.